Good morning, everybody, and DAX is going nowhere. We have a fairly strong area of resistance, which is clearly going to be this tail here. And if you look at what's happened this week, pretty strong move up, but then we've gotten straight into this area, and now we are rejecting it. And if you look there carefully, we've got a series of lower highs. So 16,900 is the line in the sand at the moment. That's what we are trying to defend, and I'd be reluctant to be looking for longs with that kind of price action, as well as the oscillators where they are at the moment. And I see we have the wrong chart here. Let me just get back to the right chart and get rid of all the noise and pull that in. Okay, there we go. Now we all talking the same language. Oscillators, you can see, group to the upside, so extremely overbought, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 8-hour candles that cannot get through 16,900. So let's get down to the lower time frames. I'd be a little bit reluctant to try and chase shorts here. There's no indication that you need to be looking for shorts. This could also just be a consolidation, and that consolidation would be something along the lines of a triangle, and we are seeing a triangle on the S&P as well. It's not really that clear on the DAX. But the weekly bar has been, we opened down here and we are at our high at the moment. So that's a fairly bullish weekly bar we have in place. But the question is, are we going to have a bit of more move to the upside, or are we just going to go sideways here to keep the bar as is? And talking about the weekly bar now. Or are we going to create a tail on the weekly bar? In other words, pull back slightly. So we've got a bit of a rejection tail up there. So institutions are probably the only ones that know what they're trying to do, and we just need to follow suit and pick up the scraps where we can. So don't forget to hit that like button, and if you look at this on hour, you can see strong move down, bounce off nothing, which is just frustrating when that happens, and then a move up and then just sideways. So Tesla results were 12% down, so that's I think a big chunk of what was happening on the US markets yesterday, of the indecision and swings backwards and forth, was some of the results that were coming out. You had IBM up 12%, and then you had Tesla down 12%. So when you've got big swings like that, it does cause indecision, and I think that's pretty much what's happening at the moment. I don't really see anything here on the hour that's of any interest for me. I suppose that pin bar down there at 16,832, probably something worth paying attention to. And then you've also got a little area of potential support there, which would line up with our trend line, and that's at 16,850. I'm actually reluctant to try and figure this one out, because it's absolutely complete confusion. You can see how we just drifted. Then GDP came out over here, US GDP, and then we rallied, and then we just went sideways. So your guess is as good as mine at the moment. I'd be very reluctant to be looking for longs at this area. I'd want to see us pull back onto some form of structure, and the closest structure we've got here is this zone at 16,850 and 16,832. Problem I'm going to have with that, and I can tell you now, is we'll have a crossover of the moving averages, and we'll probably be below the 150 EMA. So the next part of this is a break of this area and a pullback to reject it. That should get us moving down. But in saying that, you've got the bulls who are firmly trying to take control here. And I suppose bears, they've had 2 weeks last year where they had strong rejection off this zone. So they're kind of hoping for the same thing again. They want a rejection. They want price to fall lower. They're looking for a better place to get in, rather than try and jump in up here. So we're looking for a cheaper price on all the indexes, to be honest. So yeah, I think we're just going to have to sweat it out. That's unfortunately the way this cookie goes. So I am not interested in the DAX either. I'm not interested in the S&P at the moment, not interested in the DAX. We will check the other two instruments now, but I have a feeling it's all going to be the same, to be honest. Complete confusion. Nobody really knows what's going on. You've got so much noise around the interest rate at the moment, and some people calling for a cut, like March, April, and a lot of people calling for it only next year. So that's a big swing from when the Fed said March they would start. So anyway, we've got the earnings season as well, and who knows what's going to happen there. Yeah, just one negative earnings on a big market cap stock, and it can swing this thing up and down like a yo-yo. So we will wait patiently, and we will catch up with you on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Cheers for now.